highlights. So hello, welcome on in. Today we're probably going to be finishing off turnabout storyteller today. So we have like the rest of part 2 of the trial. We have part 2 of the trial, and I really don't know how to feel about this case. I don't know how. I think what's putting me off is Uendo. I think the representation of his DID, that's what's putting me off, and that is what is making me unsure about how I feel about this case. But I mean, once we finish this case, I'll probably have a kind of formed opinion about it. But yeah. Anyways, let's actually get into it. Nope, I forgot to change my capture because I was recording stuff after stream the other day. Oh yeah, because I started at 3 instead of at 8:30 as usual. So yeah. Okay, let's load the game. Talk about storyteller. Let's go. Okay, hello. Okay, we are back in what I assume to be the courtroom. Yeah, courtroom number 4. The one that was blown up all the way at the start of Dual Destinies. Next Tucker. Now that the sweet buns have arrived, this court is back in session. Oh yeah, they're bringing back some of the buns that had sake in it. Go on, Uendo, eat up. Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. That was delicious. Yeah, unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yeah, I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Wendell? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you? Oh yeah, they were called manju buns, weren't they? And I always call them marju buns. Are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly. I mean, it could never. Just fucking eat it then. Less bleating, more eating, witness. Fine, whatever. But this feels weird that they're just like forcing Uendo to ingest alcohol. This feels weird. Okay, I know it's potentially for us to potentially, meet Owen, but still. See, I told you it don't affect me. It don't affect me in the slightest. We might be a lightweight, but come on, nobody's that light. Yeah, sure. Seriously, nobody gets drunk off of one little bun. What? I'm confused. It looks like it worked. Oh my. Witness, please tell the court your name and occupation. My name is Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old. Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. So he's Uendo's 4th personality. I hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? That's a very good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. Oh. It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uendo's personalities can be the killer. Okay, I'm kind of glad that they're not going to the DID killer trope. I'm glad they're not doing that. Where can I even go from here? Shisho. Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? I feel bad for Owen, man. Come on, buddy, why don't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? What a scary lady. I'm not scared. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please we should go on top. Okay. Shisho was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisho. Athena, do you sense anything behind those words? I sense his sadness so pure it's heart-wrenching, but no discord. Prosecutor Sanmari is right. Owen isn't the killer. Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that Simon was helping us, but now thinking back, I was like, oh yeah, Taka brought the manju buns, and Taka rarely goes anywhere without Simon. So, but then don't you find it odd? Find what odd? Let's review what we've learned so far. Wendell rearranged the Karuta cards to pin the blame on Bucket. But that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly, the other 3 personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably wouldn't have been Master Tornado. So then, who did? Defense? Did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out? Yeah, Your Honor, I now know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards. But I thought it was the victim, right? No, Your Honor, I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karuta cards on the table was none other than... Okay, we're not having another... I doubt there's gonna be another reveal with like an altar of windows. But in number 3, he's dead. So it's gonna be the true killer. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado. How quickly you move on to a new target when your Owen theory proves false. You Pokunen. I don't know what a Pokunen is, but I know I am definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out? Yeah, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you. I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the Karuta cards put name when the scene was discovered? Owen. Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Ware. That's right, but when we found out that the message originally read Owen 4th, which implicated the young boy Owen. Exactly, and the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Owendo. Owendo may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Owendo rearranged the Karuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime. I have a question. When we go to the People's tab, it's like Owen and Owendo and like Patches and I cannot remember her name, but the other person. Are they all under the same like profile or like under separate ones? Okay, they're under the... It's never mentioned. Owen and Patches aren't even mentioned under Owendo's profile. Like we have Simon, we have Taifu, we have Bucky, we have Nayuta, we have Gairu, we have Owendo, but no Patches, no Patches, no Owen, you know. And I've forgotten the other person's name. Right on Prosecutor Blackwell, it would seem that Owen and the other 3 personalities don't share the same memories. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. Owendo feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child and capable of hiding a fly, let alone his beloved master. So naturally the culprit must be somebody else. And then somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen. I see, that does make sense. This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths, and fantasy. Who then do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe that Owen might know something about that. I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old no less. And such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. But he may produce something that may help us. So, and like, surely children as young as that have been used in court in real life. Wait, let me see. What's the youngest witness ever? Okay, according to the Independent, a 3-year-old, becomes the youngest trial witness. So, yeah, Owen can definitely testify. But your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it is time to let it go. And I saw her. I saw Shisho get in. Owen, you do know something, don't you? Don't shout at him. Yeah. Oh my, is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Sanmari? Come on, Sanmari. It's alright, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know. Okay, we've got Owen's testimony. Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. But I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. That's understandable. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. So scared. Owen, his emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him. Is he alright? His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away. I see. Yes, please do whatever you can to help the poor boy. Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out of control emotions pronto. Okay, so we've got the little thing, our little widget is helping us out, doing our little mood matrix. I really feel bad for him. Wait, what did he say? She was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face. Get over it. Oh, dripping onto it. I was about to be like, oh, is it dripping from his face? Did he get like cut in the face? But no, it's dripping onto his face, so he must be like lying on his back or something. Yeah, blood was dripping down onto Shisho's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Oh! Wait! Was Tornado's face in the like bowl of soba because whoever killed him was trying to hide the blood and was trying to kind of manipulate the crime scene to make it look like that Tornado had like drowned in like the soba or like suffocated or whatever, and instead of what actually happened. I mean, if we look at the autopsy report, cause of death is suffocation. So, I mean, there's no wounds, and I didn't read what Athena said. Apparently, there's no wounds that was said in the autopsy report, so I doubt he had any. But let's look in the. Yeah, he didn't have any wounds. So I don't know. What did Athena say? Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down onto his face? As I expected, Owen managed to obtain from this child is a tail he dreamt up. No, I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon? I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. Huh? What thing? That thing that you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about? Oh, you mean turn your thinking around? Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing either way. No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute. Same fucking thing. What? You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work perfectly after all. Come again? All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been lying on the floor. Yeah, so we were right. Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder. What? That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees. And this means Master Tonino was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery. And which mystery is that? The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could have happened if he was lying down. Oh, did Typhoon Tonino like stab his attacker because he was holding a knife? Did he stab his attacker and the blood from the attacker was dripping onto him? That I can't believe I just realized that. Like someone bleeding onto Master Tonino from somewhere up above him. I remember now, somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho. Okay, we've got the noise level down to 70. So trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back. Yeah. This means his assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like the forehead perhaps? Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yeah. I see. So that is what happened. But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? I forgot about that. There's things in Ace Attorney, right, where I'm like, oh, I'll ignore this because that I just like kind of gloss over because I think, oh, that's just like a part of the design, that's just like game logic. That won't come up surely, right? Like, it was the same in the Magical Turnabout, right? Which was case... Which was it? Did we just do Magical Turnabout? Did we just finish Magical Turnabout? No, we just finished, right. That was case 2. Magical Turnabout was case 2 of Spirit Justice. I was literally saying when we were streaming Magical Turnabout, like, oh, is Tracy's signature just game logic, or is it an actual clue? And it was actually a clue. It was an actual thing. It just wasn't. It wasn't game logic. And the same here. I didn't really take in the fact that Bucky had a bandage on his eyebrow, because I thought when I looked at him I was like, oh, that's just because I was thinking, oh, that's just part of his design. That's not going to be an actual point, but now it's an actual point. That injury of Mr. West, it's conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. Why? Like I always say, I say this probably at least twice a case. I want to punch Naruto in his fucking face. It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you can't crawl out of. Oh, you've now figured out the reason for Owen's out-of-control emotions. All I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now? What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you? Well, it looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Plus, he has that injury on his forehead. Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Miss Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason. Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs point to the defendant's guilt. Maybe it's time she gave up. She tried everything she could. Really don't want to back down.
Silence!
Yeah, shut the fuck out. Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence? I wouldn't say that, it's just... Do you remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning? You mean, you believe me, ma'am? Of course, no matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. Yeah, we're gonna get Bucky the not guilty verdict. Were those just empty words? Of course now, it's just all the cards are stacked against us. Are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Motive, opportunity and injury to his foot. Bit close, Simon. bit fucking close, man, oh my god. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Tell me again, who are you to Bucky? He's fucking like, I can't deal with the fact that he's just so fucking close to us. This has never happened before in Aces, and I'm just like, what the fuck, Simon? Why are you so close to this? I'm his mischievous lawyer. Then do your duty and believe in him to the very end. I will. Sam's absolutely right. I'm Bucky's lawyer and he's depending on me. Defense team, please, not fighting in my courtroom. The defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blackwell was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. Thank you, Prosecutor. I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of wet sober. I'm on and on about this sober man. Oh my god. Yeah, got it. The defense would like to now continue Owen's therapy session. Owen, would you be alright with that? Okay. So somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho, bleeding from their head, and smushing something into Shisho's face. That's funny. What is it? I still heard discord in Owen's voice. I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statement and his emotions, and there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either. So that's it, Did you figure something out? Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But it's actually something he's being very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling concerned about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there. Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. I'll just update the mood matrix with the new information and then we'll be ready to go. So just need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about her. Okay. Okay, info update. Shisho had blood in his face and a knife in his hand. He was on the floor and somebody was smushing something. What were they smushing?
Objection!
Let's put a name to the thing Owen's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon now it's used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spy the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo. Unfortunately for you, I spied nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Right now, where is this murder weapon? You see. You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it used to be as a weapon. This is what the killer pressed into Master Tonino's face. Take this! The mystery person that Owen saw pressed so into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him. Did you just forget he was killed by suffocation? I grow weary of your tasteless jokes. How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate, sober? The needles would instantly fall apart if they were pressed into someone's face. Yeah, I agree. Well, I disagree. There is a way that the sober could have been used to suffocate the victim. What? You will explain your theory at once, Miss Sykes. To kill Master Tonino, the culprit must have smothered him with uncut sober dough. This one. The culprit must have used soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough. What? Order in the court. Yeah, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it? Are you alright, Prosecutor Sanwari? I was just letting the victim know that the accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me. Huh? What are you talking about? Allow me to summarize your statements. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim with was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles. Why you smile me? This bitch. Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash off the blood that had dripped onto the victim's face from his own. And there you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair. Now wait just a minute, I never once said that Mr. Wet was the culprit. Who but the accused knows how to cut dough into noodles defense? That's a very good point, Prosecutor Sanwari. How to cut soba into uniform noodles requires considerable training. But then, what about the direct message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about Owendo's Owen personality. Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps he spelled out Owen's name in jest sometime before his murder. That's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Tonito cared for the boy. It appears we've arrived at a compelling conclusion. Why don't we just get the fingerprints from the cards? Because if we look at the cards here, there's some of them that have there's like some of them that have a large proportion of them that don't have some of them. So at least one will have at least one thing. There's gotta be like one fingerprint on one of these somewhere. Why don't we just check the fucking fingerprints? Taken together, all of these points paint a convincing picture of the skill. Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? It doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do. You're scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I have to be gentle with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared, okay, sweetie? Just tell us anything you can remember. Well, when I woke up, the person who killed Shisho was standing over me, bleeding from their head. Oh, and you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. So, who was it, Owen? Do you remember? Oh, I don't know who it was. I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony. I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say, we are analysing the dreams of a child. You've wasted enough of our time, defense. Let it go and move on. No, there's still discord in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in here. Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us? Okay. I'll enter the new info and run an update then. Okay, Shisho had blood in his face and a knife in his hand. Okay, info update. We say this is where we, pinpoint the emotions. He was on the floor and somebody was smashing dough into his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. And when I woke up, the person who killed Shisho was standing over me. Why is he happy about that? Why is he happy about that? Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, I would experience the positive feeling, one of relief. The person the witness saw was no stranger, rather it was the accused. Therefore, it is only natural that he felt some a level of relief when he saw a familiar face. But Owen, I assume that Owen wouldn't know about Bucky. Like, I assume the only person in that system that would know about Bucky would be Uendo. And I assume Owen wouldn't know about Bucky. And like it's been established that like they don't share memories really. They don't really share memories. So and it's like Owen wouldn't know Bucky. Defense and this madness and still you saw no more. Owen, who did you see? That nice smell. I love the smell of that perfume. Okay, I've got his noise level down to 0. Bye widget. It's the smell of. You can do it. Try to remember, Owen. Oh, the smell of. And he's gone. Owen. It seems Owen is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today down there. Let's continue with the trial. Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother that the child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. But what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that will lead us to the true culprit. But there are thousands of perfumes in the world. It could even be the scent of the hair products the accused uses. He does have one amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell us the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products. How come you have gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky? What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused and no other. Oh man, how am I supposed to argue with that? And so the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused, but where? No, I disagree. What the? Oh, Bucky's there. Hey. I never used headed products or anything with a smell. If I wore something like that, the smell would get into the soba. Boom, check it. This is actually I quite like that animation. Mr. Wet, are you supposed to be resting in the infirmary? Whatever. You think I'd let my soba stink of perfume? Try the chilled soba for yourself and see. I believe I have no choice but to try it. Strictly for examination purposes, of course. Now then, let's begin, shall we? Loud eating noises. That was delightful. Oh, so I say that there are no traces of hair products or perfumes in Mr. Wet Soba. First, sweeping buns, now savory soba. What a delectable trial this has been. This is what Recipe for Turnabout should have been, you know? This is what the trial for Recipe for Turnabout should have been. This texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Korean called banupon. What do you think, Miss Chickadee? My soba is pretty good, isn't it? It's delicious, don't you think so, Simon? It still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. Simon, why are you always going to be so hard on me? He is very drunk still. Bailiff, take the defendant back to the infirmary at once for some rest. Rest? I ate a lump of pale wheat udon dough, you know. I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let soba dough rest. It's about the free freshness of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodles fresh. Yeah, that dude is definitely drunk. grief for a defendant. At least Bucky wasn't the source of the perfume smell. Wait, smelly perfume. It looks like you remembered something. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody. Oh, and who might that be? There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person. Gairu.
Take that!
Gairu Tornado? Yeah, she did smell very nice, didn't she? Just a moment, Defense. You would throw suspicion on Gairu now because of a scent? Your Honor, there is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense. I suppose their claims have been awfully inconsistent. But Gairu could have been at the crime scene. Yeah, but you get to see those balloons of hers if we call back to the witness stand. Manipulating the judge. How vulgar! His Honor is not interested in such things. Setting them out of her balloons aside entirely, I do believe it's appropriate to ask Gairu some questions given the circumstances. Yeah, and you... This is nothing to do with her balloons, of course. And you were saying, Nayuta? And you were saying? Thank you, Your Honor. Pokunka! There she is. Thank you for calling this disciple of the Tornado School of Rakugo back for an encore. It's me, the Blue Eyes, your love, Gairu Tornado. 1, 2, balloon. What wonderful balloon artistry. Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimony. All talked out, this case has left me completely deflated. Gairu? What, you didn't find that funny? Anyway, what exactly is going on, Simon? It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume. And you were the only person I could think of who wears perfume. Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? Gairu, you knew about Owen, right? Oh yeah, I often played with him at Shisho's request. So that means you could have left that fake dying message, right? What, just because I wear perfume and know Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you? Well, this is absolutely right. With no evidence for the distorted memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman. That's right, you don't even have any proof. You may step down from the stand, Gairu. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime. Wait just 1 minute. I may not have proof, but Owen's testimony is still enough. Please feel free to leave, Gairu. But I'm so close, there must be something I can do. Well, if the prosecutor says it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now.
Silence!
No, you're staying here. And this prosecutor says he's fucking staying. So which prosecutor are you gonna fucking believe her? Simon or Nayuta? Hey, oi Gairu, you're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing leaving halfway through? There's a bandage at Gairu's forehead. As soon as we know that Master Tornado's killer had a cut on their face somewhere. Impossible. She is a suspect. How did you know, Sir Simon? I didn't, but I had to take a chance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation. Your Honor, Prosecutor Sanmari, the scent of perfume and an injury to the forehead. These things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. Yeah, exactly. Which means she's a fucking suspect. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Gairu. Miss Sykes. Yeah. Does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Tornado? Yeah! Should your accusation prove to be false, I'll be prepared to pay the price in full. Simon, what price is he talking about? I thought that should be obvious. Prosecutor Sadamok is saying he'll see to it you never stand in a court of law again. I must say though, he knows how to make a trial interesting. Just who said it? You on, Simon. I mean, he is a prosecutor, so what do you expect, Athena? Go on then, into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway. Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting. With regards to the witness, Gary Tornado, the defense wishes to indict her. There's no reason for me to hold back, not that I really believe in my client. The defense wishes to formally indict Gary Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado. I have tried to be merciful, but now not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You'll have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of hell. Except I won't need to. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Gary Tornado. That bandage it's just from a silly slip-up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? Oh, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 p.m, do you, Gary? But I really didn't know anything was wrong until Shisha was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with a twisty twist. And Blue, there you have it. Adorable Loki. How could you suspect a cutesy little balloon artist like me? Hello, Ace. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? Ace? How you doing? Garo, I've been meaning to say this for a while, but could it be you don't have an eye for balloon art? Don't you think I know that? You didn't have to come out and say it. I'm the daughter of a great Rakugo artist. I never wanted to do stupid balloon art. I was supposed to be a Rakugo storyteller too, just like my late daddy. But Shisho told me to do balloon art instead. Guess the victim thought she had no talent as a Rakugo artist either. So you're still going to suspect a poor little thing like me? Please stop trying to skirt the issue. It all comes down to the scent of perfume and the cut on your forehead. I'm okay. That's good. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony share these two traits. O'Shea's results day tomorrow, innit? I feel weird. You're gonna do great. Ace. You're gonna do great. Good luck. You're gonna do great. I have an offer to do an apprenticeship. Ooh, that's good, isn't it? That's good. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I have for naughty. The girls are like, you have a twisty twist. I can go to uni. I was leaning to the apprenticeship, but now so unsure. Cause might miss the social side. I promise you won't really miss the social side. I would say, I mean, you can always like go back to uni like later on. Like, you can always go to uni later on. Like, if you have an offer, like you said you were leaning towards doing the apprenticeship. So I would say, now you don't have to take my advice. I'm just saying. I would say do the apprenticeship because you were saying, oh, you were leaning towards the apprenticeship. So do that. I mean, if you're unsure, then like you can take a gap year. But you now that you already have the offer for the apprenticeship, and you were kind of like, oh, leaning towards it, I would say go do the apprenticeship, and then maybe when you finish your apprenticeship, you can go to uni afterwards. Like at my uni, at least it's like 20% of the people at my uni are like 18, 19 and 20. Like everyone else is like over the age of 21. Like and there's like a ton in my course. There's a ton of like people are like in their like late 20s, you know, in their 30s, in their 40s, you know. Yeah, you're gonna be fine if you go to uni later on if that's what you decide. And even if you do decide to go to a uni now, then you can always like potentially do an apprenticeship like later on. Like with the social side of uni, it's like, I mean, it depends with the social side of uni, because it's like you're gonna, yeah, this is a degree one, so I go to uni once a week. Right, okay, so like you're not really too much missing the social side of uni. Like you can still join like societies and stuff, and it's like, I mean, it depends. Like if you go to uni, like if you want to go to uni later on and like do like or just do full on uni later on or whatever, then it's like you can get like, you could probably get student accommodation then. And if you don't, like you're still gonna get like the social aspects of uni and like meet like different people and stuff. Like also, and like at my uni, it's like I still have like quite a few friends at my uni, like on my course, and like even a few other people like from different courses that it's just like, I met them in high school, and you know, like I don't think there's not a lot of people who are like my age. Like, you can still. What am I saying? What am I rambling? I'm just saying the same stuff over and over again. But yeah, I don't think you're really gonna miss too much of the social side, because there's a lot of people that I know at my uni that are like doing like stuff like part-time. Like I know there's a master's student at my uni that is doing it part-time, and it's just doing it over 2 years. And so yeah, I don't think you're really gonna, like, there's a ton of like part-timers that go to uni, or there's probably a lot of people who like do it online, and probably just like form a community of like the online students. So yeah, you can like find, and like I'm pretty sure now there's like a lot of unis that are now on Discord, so you can find a lot of people through there. Depending on what uni you go to, I know not every uni is probably on Discord, but I know there are like quite a few unis that have dedicated Discord servers. So yeah. So yeah, there are like a ton of ways that you can like meet up with like different people and like kind of experience the social side, even if it's not like in the traditional go to societies and stuff like that, you know. You're gonna be fine, Ace. You're gonna be fine. Well, here's what I have for naughty little girls like you with a twisty twist. I'm gonna cut you witch. Go ahead and make me testify all you want. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon on mine that goes pop. Got it? Thanks. You're welcome, Ace. Of course. Alright, is this yet another hidden personality? Simon, is everybody in the Toledo school like this? How should I know? Okay, we've got her testimony. She's finally starting to crack, which makes me think, oh yeah, she's definitely the killer. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during the time to make a courtesy call after my act. She showed Owen were in there, but they were both snoring at the start. I thought a note she sure left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb them, you know. The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over from when I visited. So, Gairu's saying she went into the dressing room, but then left right away. Don't take her at her word. Come on, do you really think I would? I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened. Now then, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, let's go about cross-examination. First, I'm gonna save, and this is our first manual save since we started. Since we started the stream, even. Okay. Let's have a look through her testimony again. Okay, this is what every performer in the Toledo school does. They visit the dressing room before and after the act. They see the master. So that's not out of the ordinary. Shisho and Owen were in there, both snowed up a storm. I feel like we don't need to press that. There was. Okay, press that. Think. Where did you find your master's note? I don't know, can't remember. Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there was a sake and a half-eaten manju bun on the table, but I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. She's not mentioning the cards. Oh, is that a fact? Of course it is. What do you think? And you didn't change anything around while you were in there? And also the TV had moved. Probably, maybe. Depending on when she went in there. Oh yeah, Uendo moved the TV. I didn't do it, look, I'm telling you. I didn't see anything funny near Shisho and I didn't touch anything in the room. Your boldness, I request that Gyro's last statement be added to her testimony. Simon, what's a statement like that going to do for us? Just play along and you'll see soon enough. Ugh. I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes? I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? I didn't see anything funny near Shisho and I didn't touch anything. Hold it! Why did I press that instead of present? I meant to present, so I just want to confirm you didn't see anything unusual out of the place anywhere around the bedtime. I already told you nothing, and you didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room. How many times I gotta say it? No, I didn't touch anything. Wait, but then if she's saying she didn't see what Wendell immediately saw when he checked the bits of his body, does that mean he wasn't there yet at that time? Oh, hold on, I guess there was something. What is it? The silver making equipment was already there in the room. That means Bucky must have been there in the dressing room before me doing something. Thanks for the non-help. Well, a new statement has been added, but she's still sticking to her guns. She said she didn't see anything unusual in the dressing room. But I doubt that. That strikes me as a little strange on its own. Really? Why? If Master Tenedo really is the one who left that, you'd think Gyro would have noticed it. And if Master Tenedo wasn't the one who left it, then we must ask who did. You know I'm getting at, don't you, Athena? I think so. I really appreciate Simon's help, but I've got to come up with the answer myself this time. Yeah, he was talking about the cards. So, yeah. I'm gonna present. Okay, I'm gonna present this. Just because not only did she not notice the cards, but she didn't notice the TV moving, assuming that Uendo moved it before he ate the buns and Owen popped out.
Objection!
Gyro, you said that you didn't notice anything unusual near Master, before Owen fronted. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right, what about it? Then I wonder who left that dining message with the Karuta cards. What are you going on about? It had to been that bucket. So that's not possible because only 3 people knew of Uendo's personalities: Uendo, your master, and you. At the starting 5 minutes, by the way. If Bucky had left that Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen. He would have spelled out Uendo. What it boils down is words. Why can't I words? What it boils down to is this: as a member of the Tenedo school, you, Gary Tenedo, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tenedo's killer. Will you ever put
Objection!
You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut the holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Would you quit butting in whenever things start to go my way? Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you just say? As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Garu to leave at once. Garu, would you please relate said reason to the court? There was a reason why Garu had to leave the dressing room. Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, cause here it comes. What? Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Garu? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. What? Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With Taiki Tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Garu is lucky to still be alive considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shisho as he was being carried away, and look what I did to my poor hands. There must have been soba broth on his clothes or something. If I'd inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a seizure, and it'd be good night, Garu. I never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long. A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air, and certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either. This isn't good. You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I would do anything so underhanded. I'm simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? Okay, we got her testimony about her allergy. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soba flour in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand, just touching Shisho's body caused this much damage. There must have been soba broth on his clothes, so I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room. I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. Did you know so, Eggman? Does it look like I knew? Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot. What a day trip. If only 8 attorney characters could swear. Now, what do we do? There's only one thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sandmonk to shame with your cross-examination. Right. No matter how small, I'll find us an opening and break her testimony down. Ooh. Okay, options. Save. Right there. I don't think there was anything really too contradictory with that, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look through things. You're not lying about this sober allergy of yours, right? Of course not! We saw her hand. I saw in the grave of my father up in heaven. I can even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She seems to be telling the truth. I was saying soon, by the way, I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never dreamt in a million years it'd clear me of murder. And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flour to boot. Well said, Your Honor.
Hold it!
I'll give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in that dressing room. But you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, it came right back out. I mean, the soba making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in. But you still could have committed the crime if you had just held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did. Yeah, I guess you're right. Jeez, get a grip, will ya? Chill the fuck out. Jeez.
Hold it!
And there is an added progress. We don't have long of this case left, so this will probably be, you know, less than an hour. We got through most of this. We got, you know, through most of this case before the like hour mark. So yeah, I mean, we've been streaming for like just over an hour. So yeah, we got through most of it in like an hour. So we got through most of this part of the trial in an hour. So yeah, and I'm just rambling on and on and on. So yeah, I think on Friday it'll probably be a also extreme, and then on Sunday we'll probably start Turn By Revolution. So yeah, welcome back from the ad, everyone. Welcome back from the ad. Maybe there's a twist here, like you're actually allergic to dogs and not sober. You're kidding? Bring my little Jugemu in it. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling you, I have a genuine, honest to goodness silver allergy. Defense: the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, let it go. Alright, fine. I just started to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand here because I touched shisha.
Hold it!
I have a question about that actually. If you're allergic to soba, does that mean you're allergic to the noodle broth too? Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba broth can be just as deadly from it. Don't you know anything? You want amateur? I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? Look, anything that has soba in it or anything that has touched soba is like poison to me. Okay.
Hold it!
Well, testimony seems airtight, so I just want to cover all my bases, but could the murder possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? That is out of the question. By even asking, do you show your complete disregard for all we have discussed until now? Yeah, I have to agree. The defense can't go around suggesting new premises without basis. That is what Phoenix did all the time, though. So yeah, unfortunately for you, she should only take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. But that is unfortunate for everyone. Gyro could not possibly commit this crime in a room where soba was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin. What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? Yes, there's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? No, it's just the worst of times are when the lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I see, you have no rebuttal, and so the only thing left to you is to smile. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Garu, who is allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Garu could be in that room and not have an allergic reaction instead. Let me rest. Maybe if I would lump a regular flour dough for udon noodles. But I'm fresh like my soba, and don't let soba dough rest. It's all about the three freshes. Oh! When the buckwheat seeds fresh, cook the dough fresh, and boil the noodles fresh. It's not buckwheat flour. It's normal flour. It's just regular old flour. It was just regular old dough. It was dough for udon noodles. Not for what are the other noodles we're dealing with? Soba noodles. We're not dealing with the dough for soba noodles, we're dealing with udon dough. He's blacked out. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb. Yeah, that's the note I saw. After reading that, you wouldn't think Shisha was napping. If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. This is a big brain moment for me. Mind you, what if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Garu could have committed this crime. No matter how hard you switch your mind, you cannot overturn facts. Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling. No, we have an objection. We have an objection. True, I can't overturn facts. What if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong? Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about now? And which piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point it out to this court. This evidence proves that Garu could have killed her master, even with her sober allergy.
Take that!
It's Master Tonito's note. The note? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note? The answer lies in the true meaning of this note. Its true meaning? This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb, as we assume. But rather, it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it. Wait a minute, Athena, that doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many a time, you don't let sober dough rest. What's all this jibber jabber got to do with anything? This is it, the home stretch. This note and Mr. Wett's words had led me to the conclusion that Master Tonito was making udon noodles. The victim, Typhoon Tonito, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Pokunka. That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Garu to be in that room and kill her master. What? But if that's true, it changes everything. Your Honor, the defense requests that the flour in the room be taken immediately. But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Garu did have a reaction on her hand because she was the one to spill the soba. Because of course, and she was the one to spill the soba, and she was like, I can make this into an opportunity to, make me, not suspicious, not be a suspect for this crime. And she just put her hands in the soba broth so that she would have an allergic reaction on her hands. So, yeah. But soba noodles were found in the bowl and Garu did not have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Well, even were udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Garu committed the crime. But don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back. Enough with the threats already. I got it. Talk about pressure. Alright, Athena. Take a deep breath and go over everything again. Okay, it's this thing. I'm going to revisualize the case from start to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence that Garu committed this murder. What was Master Tonito making in his dressing room? Udon. Master Tonito was making udon. We've already established this. By my logic, Master Tonito must have been making udon noodles in his dressing room. But something in the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl on the table? On the table, soba. There was soba in the bowl. Even though the master wasn't making soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute, one mysterious serving of soba noodles. That sounds familiar. Where did the soba in the bowl on the table come from? The master's soba stock. The silver was from the master's silver stock. The silver needles found on the scene were from the master's stock of cooked needles. But then, why would the culprit go out of her way to cook that silver and put it in a bowl? Why did the culprit cook silver noodles and put them in a bowl to hide the udon dough? The culprit wanted to hide the udon dough. So what's found in the scene? So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she killed him with the udon dough. The murder weapon was udon dough. Yes, we know this. We know this. That's it. The udon dough was the real weapon used to kill Typhoon Tornado. And the reason why no weapon was found is because Garu got rid of the dough somehow. The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, that will prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Garu's guilt. Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think that would prove she is the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor said Marty. If the injury on Garu's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Garu's blood must have dripped down onto the dough used as the murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? But where is this conclusive evidence? Let's hear your theory on what this murder weapon is. Well, I can't find the answer in the evidence that I've on hand will lead to this trial. So how did Garu get rid of the udon dough? Think, Athena, what do I have that points to suspicious behavior on Garu's part? Now then, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. Where's the real murder weapon hidden? Nice barking you did there. I assume you have the bite to back it up. I think I'm thinking the same thing as Simon. Stop distracting me, especially not right now. She was feeding her dog. She was feeding Jugemu earlier in the case. I wasn't sure. So who says that? Let's see. Garu's outside feeding her dog a number of dumplings, and he buried some leftovers in his back garden.
Take that!
Never knew when this would come up, but nevertheless, Garu. She was feeding him udon dumplings. Huh? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Stuff that cute act in your balloon act. Ugh. Garu got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right into Prosecutor Blackwell's nose by feeding it to her dog. No, I really like Blackwell, actually. I really like Blackwell, is like, in this case. He's just a fun character. Of course, that all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Garu, who should know her own dog's eating habits, would feed Jugemu more than he could possibly finish. Your Honor, please order an investigation of the yard right now. I want the police at the theatre be looking for exactly. Jugemu must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around his doghouse. Dumplings that Garu made out of the udon dough with her blood on it. This is preposterous. I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way. What are you blabbering on about? You still have work to do. Now, by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena. You've got it. You got it. Garu, do you remember what you said would happen when the truth is finally revealed? When the truth's finally revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it? Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop. And Nayuta's rosary has finally broke. Not only do we get a suspense breakdown, but we also get a prosecutor breakdown. I'm a Rakugo artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit that name. But then Shisho. Why am I Balloon's bursting? Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. Oh. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Garu? The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean Uendo Tenido? I knew I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shisho wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tenido gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah. That's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show celebrating the name Succession. So that was your entire motive? I know anybody else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living. Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show? Because I wanted to pay Uendo back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Tenido fans were gathered. But then Uendo tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Ware, and now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tenido was making udon in his dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. When I saw silver making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it. So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end you only went through with it on impulse. Then the allergic reaction on your hand. Is it from touching the soba in the refrigerator with your bare hands? When you were tampering in the crime scene after your master's death? Yeah, but that time I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy. Garu, how could you do all this, you idiot? Garu, I get you decided to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart. Do you have any idea do you have anything to add, Prosecutor Sanmade? Any objections? No, Your Honor. Miss Athena Sykes. Yeah, that's the first time he's used my name. I shall. Be sure to remember your name. Okay. Really? It seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary. Thanks, that's all I ask, Prosecutor Sanmade. It looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Ah, good. It seems you have made a full recovery. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Bucky Ware, not guilty. Blackwell looking smug as ever. This court is adjourned. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, number 6. Congratulations, Bucky. I'm so glad you were found innocent. Thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee. But it still sucks that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did your window have it out for you or something? I don't think so. The window said it was a spur of the moment idea he got when he saw the sober themed cards. Simon, where have you been? I stopped in at a window's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way, I almost got convicted out of convenience. Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all charges, so fuck up, Bucky. On a more important note, what I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tenito let Gyro inherit her father's name? What do you mean on a more important note, Miss Chickadee? Oh, don't be such a wet blanket, just go with the flow now, come on. You think the Master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business? Nah, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Gyro to find her own calling in life, to perform whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavor. So that's why he called you to the theater to teach him how to make udon? A more roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Tenito for you. So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding? How sad. By the way, Gyro wasn't the only person Master Tenito was trying to cheer on. Even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. What? You talk about me? Come on, no way. All that old man ever did was criticize my Soba. That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tenito cared about him. The Soba deed?
Take that!
Take a good look, Bucky. Whose name is on there as the holder of this title deed? It's still in my name. Master Tenito was just up to one of his tricks where he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to go into a truly capable owner in your father's stead. He probably used some tough love on you so that the shop wouldn't just go belly up. I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tenito. I'm so sorry. Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations. Thanks, Simon. And you too, Miss Chickadee. One day my Soba's gonna be so good it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Butter Soba. Wet noodle number 4. Well, I'd better be getting back to my shop. I've got to get ready for the lunch rush. Hold on. Could I place an order for delivery, Bucky? Yeah, Miss Chickadee. Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Gyro on behalf of her master? You got it. I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tenito would have packed in it too. Thank you. We'll see you. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime. I will, and I'll bring the whole agency with me. Do us all proud, Bucky. I'll have the best Soba in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out. It's nice to see somebody giving it their all in it. I wonder if I leveled up any thanks to this case. Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half had I not been by your side. You don't know that. For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively. Or you could just teach me your favorite spine trick, Simon. No. Oh, come on, Simon. Oh, come on. Way to shut someone down, and why not? Because the more pesky lies there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever. Hey, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by a window? Must you remind me? How could I have known the window would do time sober? Hey, speaking of time sober, I just thought of something funny. Oh goody, I can't wait. Okay, here it is, in time sober. Why did my number 9 get counted? Come on, do you know, Simon? How should I know? Because 789. Thank you, I'll be here all week. That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sober or something and go home. Your treat. I'll treat you 50% off of the tab. And don't forget, you still owe me for that manju. Really, Simon? They wouldn't have you to pay for me every once in a while, you know. Quit skulking and start walking, Athena. I love these silly little guys. Hey, wait for me. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer, but just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. Je power the fair. I can do this. Ooh. And that is the end of Talking About Storyteller. Okay. So I'm gonna save there, and I'm gonna have a quick look at talk about Revolution and how long that will be. So change to this screen, and yeah, I'm gonna have a look at how long talk about Revolution is roughly. So it looks to be a very long case, so I kind of want to start it on Sunday, and that is when I lagged. But yeah, I'm gonna close that up. Apologies actually, because I only quit to the title to the screen where Spirit of Justice is on. So yeah, let's play the game. But yeah, I can probably do. I kind of want to start it on Sunday, so that's what I might do, and then maybe do the first investigation, and then maybe the first trial on Sunday, and then we could do, and then we have. I mean, I could realistically start it on Monday. Just do a long stream on Monday. Just start really early on Monday. I don't know. It depends. It depends what time I want to stream on Monday. But yeah, I could do. It depends. I don't know. Like the investigation, the second investigation. No, the second investigation doesn't look all that long, so I might be able to do that all in one stream. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how long I want to stream and stuff. So yeah, next week is Turnabout. What was it? Turnabout Revolution, and then the week after that is Turnabout Time Traveler. So yeah, we have 2 more cases left, which means we also have 2 more weeks, roughly, like 2 more weeks after this week until the Edgeworth Investigations collection comes out. And again, I will be playing that on launch day. I will be playing that on the 6th of September. It just fits in perfectly, pretty much. And yeah, we have enough time to do Turnabout Revolution and Turnabout Time Traveler, cause we have 2 more streams this week, which I don't know whether I want to start Turnabout Revolution on Sunday or not. I want to do an Oswick stream on Friday and get more of the Ocean Monument drained. Because we didn't do that last week because we were finishing off the Rite of Turnabout. And then next week we'll be, playing through all of Turnabout Revolution. And then the week after that is Turnabout Time Traveler. So yeah, I don't want to really stream for much longer, I'm not gonna lie. It's just been a slightly shorter stream than I expected. I thought we got to 2 hours. And I could have just done the rest of this case on Monday, and then just done a sticky business stream. Wait, should we go on Oswick on Friday? Because the Sticky Business DLC comes out tomorrow. And I would have said I could have done I would say I would do an extra stream tomorrow afternoon, but I can't because I'm going out with my grandma for lunch tomorrow. So I can't do an extra stream tomorrow going over the Sticky Business DLC. So hopefully, the next Sticky Business stream, either I'm gonna do it on Friday, but honestly I'll probably just do an Oswick stream. Either Friday, or if we get time next week, then we'll do it after we finish Turnabout Revolution. If not, week after that, after we finish Turnabout Time Traveler, or in the 2 streams, because we'll have the Monday and the Wednesday stream before before the Edge of Investigations collection comes out. So maybe one of those streams will be a Sticky Business stream, probably. I really want to focus on Apollo Justice, Oswork, and Sticky Business at the moment. Well, you know, I want to focus generally on Ace Attorney because I want to get Apollo Justice done before the Edge of Investigations collection comes out. I want to finish the Drain in the Ocean Monument. I want to go over the Sticky Business DLC. So that's probably why. That's why kind of Sims has taken a little bit of a like back burn at the moment. When was the last time I streamed on when was the last time I streamed Sims? It was a few weeks ago. It was the what was it? The 21st of July. So it's been like almost a month. And for reference, that was like the day before. That was a Sunday stream, and so that was the day before we started Spirit Justice, and that was the day before we started the foreign turnabout. So yeah, it's been a little while since we streamed Sims, and it'll probably be a few more weeks until we stream it. Assuming the SAG-AFTRA things don't change, because at the moment, because I do want to kind of abide by it, even though I'm not in America and SAG-AFTRA is in our actors union. I do want to kind of try and respect the strike over there. So at the moment, I think you can stream it. I think the only things you can't really do as like a content creator is buy more stuff from the affected companies. So that's, you know, EA. I know definitely. I think EA and I think Activision are on there as well. I know definitely EA. I think Activision as well. I'm not sure who else. What other companies are on there? Not any other companies that we play games from. So the only affected game that we will be playing is Sims. So yeah, don't buy anything. And don't buy any more like packs, and then don't do like collabs or sponsors or anything like that with the companies. So yeah, and I think you can still like stream it and create videos on it, just not sponsorships or like collabs or anything really. So yeah, I'm gonna raid out. I'm gonna go raid out. So who should we raid? You know what? Let's go raid Spankies. He's just got 700 followers. Let's go congratulate him. He's got 700. So yeah, let's go raid him. Let's go raid him. Hope you've enjoyed this stream. All my socials will be in the About Me section and commands on Twitch. There'll be commands only work during stream, because that's the only time I will have Mix It Up open. And my socials are also in the description on YouTube if you want to go check me out over there. For more stream updates, stream updates will probably be on Twitter, on whatever. So I'll tweet that on whatever I decide to stream on Friday, probably on Oswork to get more of the Ocean Monument drained, and whatever I decide to do on Sunday, or whatever, if I decide to stream Sticky Business or start Turnabout Revolution, I don't know. But yeah, Twitter is the best place for stream updates, really. I have been tempted to move over to Threads, but I'm slightly hesitant because I have so many mutuals on Twitter. Unless, like, you know, a ton of them also move over to Threads, then that is only when I would consider like gain a friend's account. By the moment, I see gain a friend's account kind of pointless. So yeah. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed the stream, and go enjoy Spanky's stream. Yeah, bye guys, bye.